Hey guys, and welcome to my guide. This guide is basically for everyone who started playing the game just now or is like a new player and don't know how to play. So this is going to show the very basics of the game, how to navigate the game itself, the menu, the maps, where are the quests, and so on. So let's start with the data center. There are 3 data centers: European, North American, and Japanese. As you can see, the data center itself has 3 in this case, 2 in this case, and 3 in the European case, and 3 in the Japanese. So if you choose to play, for example, in the Chaos data center, you can't play with players that are playing inside the Light data center, but you can play and visit the servers that are inside Chaos. So for example, if I'm from Ragnarok, I can move and go visit Omega and play with them, and so on. And they can do the same with Ragnarok. And everyone has to do the same. So once you chose your data center, you can go confirm. Then you create your character, and you're gonna have a wide selection of characters. Let's say I want to make a new character in Moogle. New character. You can load appearance data if you have one. You click OK. Now we only have 6 races, female and male, of course. But on Shadowbringer we will get the Hrothgar, which is only male, and Viera, which is only female. So if you want to make a Viera or a Hrothgar, you need to either make a character now and then use Fantasia, which is an item that lets you change your race to whatever you want, or just make a new one, or just start on Shadowbringer, and depends on when you are watching this video. So let's say we want to make, okay, a female aura. You can also click and select different clans, and they're pretty different from each other. So choose whoever you like the most, and they're gonna have, of course, their wide selection of choices. And bear in mind that the hairstyle that you see here is not every hairstyle in the game. You can get more, like let's say 10 more or less. I don't remember the exact number. You can get extra more by playing the game, buying them in the game with the various currency. So once you made your character, you can select save appearance if you want to make another one who's like looks the same. Let's say no, for the sake of this video. No. The birthday, you can select one and pay attention. If you're like a role player, you can, so remember this. Otherwise, you can just put whatever. This is the same. This does not affect your character whatsoever. So let's do whatever the fuck. And now we can choose which class do we want to start with. So depending on which job you choose, you're gonna spawn in one of the 3 big cities in the game: Ul'dah, Limsa, or Gridania. So if you click a gladiator, Pugilist, and let's see who else, and Thaumaturge, you will spawn in Ul'dah, as you can see in the bottom left. If you pick Marauder, for example, and Arcanist, and Arcanist, you will spawn in Limsa Lominsa, and so on. If you pick Lancer, you will spawn in Gridania, etc, etc, etc. So let's pick Lancer because I want to spawn in Gridania. I'm gonna confirm. You have selected Moogle as your starting word. Proceed. You can either click yes or select another one. We will click yes for now. We need to find a name. Jakazin. It doesn't matter. You can have the same name because they're gonna have yes. Begin. They're gonna have different names. Even if it's the same name, the character itself, it's located in another server, so it's not gonna matter. The word is full. If you get this one, you can just click and apply again. And we will probably get in if the queue is very small. So you don't need to wait. It doesn't update real time. So you will end up waiting extra minutes without any reason. So this is like you can press ESC on your keyboard and click skip cutscene on almost like, let's say 90% of the cutscene that you have in the game. You will get some initial tutorial. If you want to play with the gamepad, the UI is gonna adapt to a more friendly gamepad UI. Of course, you can also click mouse and keyboard, and it's gonna be the same. This is basic controls. You can of course use WASD to move, the mouse to look around and to move your character. So if you use the right click, you're gonna turn the character, and it's gonna attach to your camera. So now I'm turned around. If I only use the left mouse button, I'm just gonna move the camera, but the character is gonna remain there. So now I'm using this, and I use left click, and now I'm using the right click. See? Now, Z, you can press Z to draw inside your weapon. This is your UI. Let's remove that one. This is the teleport. This is the return. We're gonna explain this one later. This is your UI, and you have two hotbars at the moment. You can change them by clicking ESC and click HUD layout or character on system configuration. We will talk about this later. At this point, you are here. What do you do? So this is my UI. It's kind of I think it's the same as the default one on the, because if you change server, it is not going to change to your main one, let's say. So this is the default one. Here you have the chat. Of course, if you want to change the chat, you can either type / something, or you can click this and change the chat that you want to talk into. So at this point, what you need to do is to talk with Bertinant. Click accept, and a quest, of course, the cutscene, we can skip it by. No, of course, remember when I said 90% of the time, because some of them are not skippable. Not everyone, not everything, but you will find some unskippable cutscene. So if you don't want to pay attention, you can skip everything, almost everything. Otherwise, just relax and enjoy. Some of them are not. Most of them basically are not voice acted. They don't have the voiceover, so you will need to read. So here we have on the right, we will have the panel that will show us all the quests. So if you click on it, it will bring out the journal. You can click map, select the quest, and we only have one now. So we select the quest that we want to check, and we can click map to show the map. This is the map of the game. In the map of the game, that you can bring up by pressing M2 on your keyboard, we will have the map of our current location. So in this case, we have here where we need to go to check the quest. This Aetherite, this is called Aetherite. This is like a big crystal where we can teleport to once we attune to it. And those little crystals are mini teleports. So if we run all the way to this one and we attune to it, then we can go to the main one and select to teleport to this one. So we can skip the whole path to by foot by teleporting to it. So you need to go here, attune to this one, which is the main one, and it's gonna also unlock the teleport ability and the return ability, and you will be able to teleport around the city once you get all the mini Aetherites. So we have the quest. The quest is also gonna show where are you. So if you turn around, you can see your character. You can move in real time. So you can also do this and have it open all the time, and it's gonna help you. Or just press M, check for a second, and then you're gonna be good. So now you have to go there. We have one skill, and we have the sprint. It's like, this is like a 1 minute cooldown. It's gonna give us some movement speed to run around the city. Right click the NPC with the icon to talk with it. We can skip now. Sometimes we can skip, sometimes we can't. That's how it is. Quest complete. If you want to skip dialogues, you can just spam the left and right mouse button. So when you get the main scenario quest, the main scenario will be different from the normal quests, like side quest, for example, because the main scenario quest has the Final Fantasy logo. So whenever you see this one, you can you will need to proceed to the main story, because that's the main story. So we talk with the guy. Sometimes we can skip. This time we can. Now let's talk about some UI. For now, I made a little. You can also read this one, by the way. I made a little list what to talk about. So now we are here. Okay. Let's look at this guy. Your company profile. Oh, it's another light. Okay. So now, as you can see, you have the sprout on your name. This means that you are a new player, and you will have it for a long time ish, like a month or something. And at some point you will just lose it because you're not that new anymore. So free companies are the guilds in this game. The guilds in this game are called free companies. So let's go with an order. So let's start with the UI and how to navigate the game. So we talked about the map. We know what's the Aetherite. We're gonna go there because there is a quest to do. You can also see other side quests. You can choose to do it, but you will lose a lot of time if your goal is to just level up. I'm gonna do a different video where I will talk about how to power level your character. If you're here because you want to know how to play the game, you can stay here. Otherwise, you can go to the other video. Because I will not talk about that. We need to talk about the game now, the basics of the game. So at this point, we are here. So let's say we can adjust. We want to adjust our UI. You can just press ESC and click HUD layout. At this point, we will have all the different UIs and UI elements, and we can choose each one of them to be shown, or we can move them. At this point, we have the duty list. We can move it up a bit to squeeze them and make more space for us to see the actual game, so it's not going to be annoying. We can move the target bar, for example, here. It's gonna be a line, so it's not gonna bother us too much. We have the hotbar here. Let's say we want 1, 2, and 3. We want a third hotbar. We can go here, hotbar 3, click it, and bring it down here. Maybe we wanna do something with the hotbar 4, 5, and 6. We can move them with the mouse button. Of course, the left click. The pet hotbar is gonna be here. Let's do this. Let's make this really good. We can do this. We can move the inventory, bring down the hotbar. The pet hotbar is gonna be, let's say, like here, and the hotbar is gonna be here. Progress bar, let's put it like somewhere like here, let's say. The focus target is gonna be here, and so on. So when you're satisfied, you will see that some elements have like a purple name. That means that hotbar 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are not visible. At this point, how do we make them visible? We can go to, I think it's character. Yes, character configuration, and then to hotbar settings. And we can either select to hide the unassigned slots, and it's gonna look like this. And unless you have something inside, you're not gonna see the empty space. We can click this one or not. And we can select if we want to show other hotbars. So in this case, we want to show until 6, for example, or we want to show only the 4th one. We don't care about the 5th. So we click the hotbar, and now we can also choose the layout that the 4th hotbar is gonna assume. So we can do 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 3 columns, 2 columns, and 1 vertical column. So let's say we can do this. We want to do this for, let's say we can put the jobs here, and we're gonna keep it here. So let's say we put this one in teleport and return in the hotbar 4. We will have something that's gonna look like this. if we click hide unassigned slots, it's gonna look like this. So you can still see the 1, 2, and 3, but you will not see the empty slots. So we can move our character and go. What else? HUD layout. In the HUD layout, we can select whatever, and then if we click on the UI element settings, we can select if we want the target bar to be bigger or smaller by clicking the percentage of showing the element size. Also the transparency. It's not gonna change much because we can't see it at the moment, but we could try with the map, the minimap. We can make it bigger, let's say bigger, or more transparent, as you can see. Okay, let's revert. Okay, now we can also change the minimap. Duty. This is gonna change the UI, and it's gonna show you what happens when you are in a duty action. Where do you want the duty action? Where do you want the duty gauge? And so on. You can still do the bigger, smaller thing, and transparency. And you have 4 layouts. So if you wanna have let's say a PvP layout and a PvE layout, and for example gather layout, you can use 1, 2, 3, and 4 and change everything on the different tabs. When you're done with it, we can just go back and click save. Now, let's proceed. We need to attune to the crystal now. To attune to the crystal, we can just run to it, right click, and it's gonna do it by itself. Now we can, okay, the cutscene, we skip it. Return learned. Now we have the return. We can either click it and use the Ethernet. With the Ethernet, we can actually I guess Ethernet. We can't, because we don't have the shards. Quit. We need to actually run there once. As I said, we need to actually run there once, unlock them, and then we will have the opportunity to teleport back to it. So one main running around, we will need to do it. At this point, you can see in the map there are some icons. Okay, these quests mean that you can, for some reason, you can't get it. And if you go talk to the NPC, he will say why. We are attuning to the crystal. It's a tiny crystal, and now we can actually use it to teleport around. You don't need to go back to the main one. You can just click to the crystal and select. Of course, the list now is only 1, but it will go and add some more once you get everything. So now we can see here it's the Archer Guild. In this game, you don't level your character, you level your jobs. So basically your character is tied to your jobs level wise. So right now we are Lancer level 1. Let's say we can also unlock, we want to also unlock the Archer. We can go to the M map and look for the Archer. We need to go here and speak with the NPC, and it's gonna tell us why and how to join the Archer Guild. So this is the guild receptionist. So you want to be an archer? Yes. There are some prerequisites sometimes. Join the Archer Guild? Yes. Okay. Before you can take up another discipline, you must first complete the level 10 quest of your starting class. So we need to get to level 10 with the Lancer first, because it's our first ever job. We don't have anything else. So once you get Lancer to 10, or whatever you chose to 10, you will be able to get every single other job in the game. Where are the jobs located? They are located in the three main city, as I said when we were starting. And now you can check that in Gridania we have the Lancer, and we already got it because it's our starter class. And here this is the Archer Guild, and you can get it by getting to level 10. Let's assume we are level 10. We can go and talk with the guy and get the Archer unlocked. In this is New Gridania. If we take the right here, we will exit to the old Gridania part of the city. And this is all the Gridania. As you can see, of course, the main story is gonna guide you. It's gonna guide you through the city, and slowly you will learn how to use all the elements inside it. This is basically the zone with the market, with all the NPCs. As you can see, this little bag is just a shop NPC. This is the market board where you can buy stuff from the players. This one is the summoning bell, and it's used to summon the retainer. We're gonna talk about this later. This hammer icon shows that the NPC can repair your gear for some guilds. This is the trader from another trader, and this one is the company chest. So whenever you make an FC, so FC means free company. It's just an abbreviation. So the guild in the game. You can when you have it or you join one, you can use the company chest to move around or store your items. At this point, we are here. As you can see, this we have the Leather Workers Guild and we have the Lancer Guild, where we need to go for the main story. Also, here's the little Aetherites that we can attune to teleport around more freely at some point. Here's is the Conjurer's Guild. So for some reason, if you get bored with the Lancer, you want to be a healer, you can come here and be a Conjurer. Now, this is the Botanist Guild, and this is the Leather Workers Guild. So in this game we have 9 DPS, 3 tanks, 3 healers, and a lot of crafters and 3 gatherers. I'm gonna show you now everything by changing my character to my main character, so I can show you everything in the game. Because I can't now, because I want this character, because it's a new character, it's level 1. So let me show you. Let me change the word back to Ragnarok. Yes, okay. The word is full. I don't care. Close and reapply again, and you're gonna be able to enter. So I will spawn to my FC house. So don't mind it. I will teleport back to Gridania to show it. I will talk about the FC, but not now. I need to go with order. So I'm gonna teleport to Gridania, New Gridania. As you can see, it's kind of crowded here, but it's fine. It used to be worse. Okay, when you press C on your keyboard, you will have your character window where you can check your main attributes, what they do. You can check what they do by hovering with the mouse. It's gonna explain what they do. Critical, determination, direct hit, etc. Here is your gear. It's gonna show what level is it. Item level 290, for example. Weapons and accessories. This is the Soul Crystal. You will get the Soul Crystal at level 30. And you will be able to upgrade your base job to a more advanced one. So for example, right now I am a ninja, but if I were to remove it, I would go back to rogue. So let's equip back the ninja. So the Soul Crystal makes me a ninja, otherwise I would be a rogue only. Now, if you press E, you can see your inventory. You can either click items and move, or these are your items that you can buy. You will drop everything that you drop or you buy will be stored here. You can of course move them around and stuff. You can also click key items and crystals. Sometimes some quests will require some material utilizing. So in this case, for example, Best Served Fool, this quest requires me to use the golden aspect to something, on someone or on something. So whenever you get this quest with that has this little item here, you can either click it, or you can open your inventory, go to key items and crystal tab, and key items are gonna be the items that you can get from the quests, and you can click the one that is the same that is required from that quest and use it. Right click and use. So this is the inventory. You can change the appearance or the scale window. You can make it bigger or smaller, as usual. You can do everything by right clicking. Right clicking when where there's nothing on the top of the window. You click and you do scale window, and you click which percentage you wanna upgrade it or downgrade it. This little green bar means that my equip is like 45%. It's gonna break soon, so you can go talk with that guy that I showed you, the hammer guy, and it's gonna repair your gear. So this is a lot of information. I will probably make in the description of the video, I will make a list with some timestamps so you can actually navigate the video without having to watch like 1 hour of information. Okay, so it's gonna be easier to navigate. Where are we? Yeah, let's talk about the quests. So you are here, you spawned, you're level 1, you don't know what to do. What do you want to do? You want to do crafters, levelers, level PvP, or gatherers? I suggest you, if you wanna play the game and you wanna like kinda level up fast for Shadowbringers, like be at a decent level when Shadowbringer hits. The thing you need to do is just follow the main story. The main story is located in the top right, in top left, and by clicking it, it will tell you where it is. And you will also have something that will look like this. And it's another quest. It's another sentence below the main story button. And this one is your job quest. So every 5-10 levels of your job, so in my case the Dragoon, you will get new job quests, and at level 60, at a level 70, you will get some equip. So if you don't have, for example, you're like level 55 and you're really close to the job quest, just do it and don't bother buying or finding or grinding the equip, because you will get a full set from the 60 and the 70 job quest. Max level is 70, by the way. As you can see here in on the bottom, there is like a moon sign. That means, and the X bar has part is yellow and part is blue-ish. So the yellow is the EXP that we have for this level, and the blue one is the rested EXP. It means that you get extra exp by completing whatever PvE content you want to do. So in this case, what you need to do to level up is just follow the main story, skip all the, if you want of course, skip all the side quests because they take a long time and they don't give you much exp. The thing you need to do is to follow the main story mainly. At some point you will get some troubles, like the main story is level 22 and you're level 20, you don't know what to do. At that point you can just do some leves. I don't know, I never know how to pronounce it. Leves, it's like Leves. I don't know if you need to pronounce it like Leves or Leves. If someone knows, please tell me in the description, in the comments. Okay, so now let's say we are in Gridania. We wanna go level. Follow your main story. At some point, your main story will require you to go outside the city. You will probably exit through this path here, through this gate. Let me show you how it works. So you exit here, okay? And we're not in Gridania anymore. We are in the zone, and that's called the Black Shroud. The Black Shroud has couple zones. This is not the only one. The only zone for Black Shroud we have. If you press M and you click Central, you can see what else it's here. There is Central Shroud, East Shroud, South and North Shroud. You can also pay attention to the arrows, and if we actually go there, you will be moving to the next zone. So as you can see, there are Aetherite crystals scattered throughout the world. So if you want to actually go So what you want to do is to actually go there and unlock them, so you can teleport to them more freely by just clicking with the mouse, and you will teleport there by using a small amount of gills. So you click and you will be teleporting. See? So at this point, we are here, and you will be required to kill some monsters. Also, your job quest will say that you need to go here and kill some monsters. The monsters that will help you complete the quest will have some sort of an indication symbol on top of their head. So they're not gonna look like this. They will look like this with a Q symbol on their head. So if you want to know which monster is the quest requires, just pay attention and check which one of those monsters has the symbol, the quest symbol on their head. You will have the Q or the actual main story symbol on their head. So you kill them and you advance. You advance your level. Okay. At some point you will need some extra EXP. What do? You can either go inside those big blue areas. Those are timed events called fates. In the fates you will be challenged by weird and special monsters. Sometimes you will you need to like kill them all. Sometimes there's just one huge boss that you need to kill. Sometimes you need to protect an NPC that needs to like travel to point A, from point A to point B, and so on. There are some super special fates that require like 100 players, but we're not gonna talk about that. You see this Levemet? Those are the thing that you need to do to level up. So let's say you're level 20 and the main story is level 22. This applies to every level. Whenever you are slightly below level, you will need to grind some EXP to level up. What do you do? Don't do the side quests, just because like 90% of the side quests give you like low EXP and they take a long time to complete. So even if the EXP is okay for some, the amount of time that required to complete them is not worth compared to the time you need to complete the Leves. Let's call it Lev, okay? Lev. Let's call it Lev. The Leves. So you need to go here by foot, or at level 21 and 22-ish, you will get the first mount, the chocobo, and you can use the chocobo to go wherever you want. You can call it and go. So right now I'm using my mount. So Leves are scattered around the world, and they have this little card icon. You can use them to for leveling your main job, your DPS job, or there are some special Leves that will get you some eggs for the crafters. I am stuck, my friend. I am less stuck. Fuck's sake. Okay, thanks. So at this point you can go here. Not this one. This. Levemet. Battlecraft is for DPS. For your PvE job, whatever it is. Fieldcraft is for botanist and miner and fisher. And tradecraft is for crafters. Some of them we will not be available to everyone, but you will, of course, I mean PvE gatherer and crafter, but only for, let's say, in this specific zone you can only do PvE Leves and crafter Leves. You don't have the fieldcraft, as you can see. You don't have the miner. You have the botanist and you have the fisher. And no, you don't even have the fisher. You only have the botanist because it's like a forest. If you go in Limsa, you will only have, let's say, fisher. And if you go in Ul'dah, you will only get miner. You will not get the botanist, for example. So those are the Leves. You can find them basically everywhere in the world, and they go up in level with the zone. So if the zone is like a starter zone, you will only get level 10. If it's like a level 50 zone, you will get level 50 Leves. and so on. You can also accept the Leves. You will see when you accept one, you can accept I think 3 or 2 at the same time. You will see something like this on the map once you have them here on the right. So you click them and you need to do them. You will see in the map nearby, you will see an AoE, a green circle, and that's where you need to do where you need to go. You go there, inside there, you click on the lev and you click initiate, and then you need to complete whatever it asks, and then you need to come back here, speak with the guy, and collect the reward, which is exp and some money. So the levels are basically some extra levels that you can get, extra activities that you can do. And if you go to the timers here, no, this is chocobo saddlebags. You have next lev allowance. You will regenerate 1 lev per every 12 hours. So it's 8 or 12 hours. So you go here. Is it 8 or 12? I think it's like it's even faster. 6 hours remaining. I think it's like 8 hours, so it's 3 per day basically. Yeah, I think it's like 8 hours. But yeah, when you click and you accept a lev, as you can see here on the bottom of the window, there's like allowances is like 100. If you complete one, it's gonna scale by 1. So you can potentially only do 100 levs today, for example. Tomorrow you will have 3 more. It's not gonna go back to 100. It's gonna raise from whatever number is left. So if we have like 50 and we don't play for 2 days, we will have 56 when we come back to and do some levs. So this is one activity that you can do to level up your character and match your required level for the main story. And also you can do some fates. The fates are cool because they are like timed. They spawn continuously. They spawn like all the time for all the day. There's like no downtime. You just have to go there and play with the other players, and you will get some exp based on how well you performed inside that fate. So this is the leveling the leveling tip. So at some point you will unlock the duty roulette, duty finder, and you will see what are the requirements to unlock specific roulettes. You will not be able to click them, and you can see here following requirements are not met, and it says what it is that you're missing. In some case you will need to clear some dungeons, specific dungeons, and for them I suggest you just copy the name of the dungeon, paste it on Google, and there's like the Wikia page is gonna tell you exactly what to do, where to go, and how to unlock it. Sometimes there are dungeons locked behind like some quests, and it's gonna tell you where exactly you need to go. So you go here, you attune to the Aetherite. You can also register at the home point. So whenever you click to an Aetherite and you click the home point, the return ability will change. So if we set home point here, we go on the other side of the world and we click return, we will return here instead of, let's say, Gridania. Let's see what else. Yeah, speaking of quests, as I said, sometimes you will be required to use some items. Sometimes you will be required to use the chat. For example, you will say something like, type in, say, his whiskers. I'm extremely bad for some reason at typing today. His whiskers. And you click to the NPC and you say his whiskers, or whatever it is that they want you to say, and that's the only way to complete the quest. So sometimes if you don't know how to complete it, read the quest, and it's gonna tell you what to do. Sometimes you can do like some emotes like soothe to the NPC, and the NPC is gonna unlock and continue the quest. Otherwise, you will be stuck there, etc. So, what else? We have 3, I guess, or 4, maybe more than 4 different types of quests, and based on how is the quest looking, the symbol, it's different type of quest. So we already know how the main story looks. We already know how the side quest looks. So let's go to let's go back to Gridania. Maybe we can find one. We're looking for a side quest that's like special side quest. It's a normal, it's like looking like a normal side quest. I don't have them here, of course. When I need an example, I don't have it. Let's go to Ul'dah. By following the main story, you will eventually go and visit every one of the 3 main cities. So don't worry. If you can't do this straight away, we kind of have one here. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Well, you can see this icon here, intervention. This is the icon that you're looking for. A blue side quest with something inside is blue. Don't worry about the icon. Worry about the background. Blue background with the Q and a plus. This Q with the plus means that quest is not a normal side quest. It's a special quest. And at that point, if you do that, I kind of suggest you to do every single blue quest with the plus that you see, because they unlock trials, extra trials. It's like PvE content, extra dungeons, emotes, dances, new activities, like for example the sightseeing log, the gathering, and other stuff. Like every extra in the game, you can unlock it by speaking with a random NPC that you can find with the blue quest. So whenever you see a blue quest, go get it and do it, because you will be missing stuff if you don't do them. You will. So what do we have in the duty finder here? We have the roulettes in the roulette tab. We have the dungeons. Here are the dungeons that you will unlock. Some of them, like let's say 60 or 70% of the list that you see here, you will unlock them just naturally by following the main story quest. So you will be actually required to do them, to queue with them, and require to do them with players to complete and advance the main story. So what you need to do is to complete them, and you will advance the main story. This is the dungeon from the base game, A Realm Reborn, and this is Heavensward here, goes all the way to 60, and this is the dungeon from the Stormblood. As you can see, I can do some of them, and it's gonna say why. Follow requirements. So this is a generic stuff, generic mechanic. So whenever you can't do something, you will see a lock, and it's gonna say why you can do it. So those are the dungeons. We have the trials. The dungeons are like a map with 2 or 3 bosses and some trash mobs here and there. The normal dungeons from every single player RPG or other MMO. The usual formula. The trials are basically one-on-one, just party versus the boss. So if you wanna do a trial, you just queue up, fight the boss, and fuck off. Those are the normal trials from the base game, Heavensward, Extreme, Normal. We have Normal. Normal doesn't say anything, it's just the name. Hard and Extreme. The Hard and the Extreme, most of the time you will need to do, you will need to unlock them by doing the blue quest that I said like 1-2 minutes before. So those are the trials from A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. These are the trials from Stormblood. And it's the same thing. So we need to fight. You go inside, you fight the boss, and you go away. this is the raids. Raids, we have Alliance raids that are like 24 men, and the normal raids are like 8. And the Alliance raids, there are 3 for a Rim Reborn, there are 3 from Heaven's Sword, and 3 from Stormblood. The normal raids, you can have the normal difficulty and the savage difficulty, and the savage difficulty and is once again locked behind the completion of the normal version and the blue quest that I said. So once you unlock everything, you will be able to probably do the roulette. So in this case, when you unlock the first, you get to level 50, you unlock all the 3 or at least 1 of the Alliance raid, you will be able to queue into the Duty Roulette Alliance raids. You click this, and once a day you will get a huge bonus, as you can see here, depending on what character you're using. If you're level 70, you will get also some extra tomes for endgame, and the poetics. You get some tomes that you can use to exchange for some gear and really good items sometimes. So basically, you do one roulette, and you get the bonus. Then, for example, this roulette is gonna be closed. You will not get the bonus again. You can do it again, but you will not get the bonus until 24 hours. So every roulette will reset at 5 p.m. GMT +2, basically. So let's say Rome time is just 7 p.m. No, 5 p.m. So you can do those and get some juicy rewards, or you can just queue some dungeons and level up. So if you need to level up, you can do Leves, you can do Fates, or you can just queue the dungeons that you already unlocked and do them over and over again until you get the EXP. If you pre-order the Shadowbringers, you will get the before, I think it's like now it's too late. But if you pre-order Shadowbringers, you will get the Aetherite hearing, this piece here, and this one gives you 30% EXP when you like level 70 and below. So it's gonna help you increase your EXP. You can also go to your inventory and or go to a market board and buy some kind of food, whatever food. Every single food in the game will give you stats that will change based on what food it is, but single one of them will give you the 3% EXP bonus. So be sure to eat your food. It will show up in on the top here. You can also eat it again to double the effect. So now it's still 3%, but it's gonna last for 1 hour. So what else? Yeah, speaking of, okay, I destroyed the microphone. Now it should be kind of good, but trash at the same time. Okay. So what else? When you press E, you have your inventory. Let's say this is not enough. You can also do go here to your character button here and click chocobo saddlebags, or the normal key combination is like Ctrl+Shift+I. This is the chocobo saddlebags. You can just, I think you will get it the exact moment you get your first mount. I'm not sure because I don't remember, but you can use this one to store your items inside. So you can pick this one and move it here. So it's like extra 70 slots for your inventory. Well, and something else you can do is to hire 2 retainers. Retainers are located in every single kind of, I think it's like every single city in the game. Not the outward, the world, but the main cities. So you click Ethernet. Let's go to Sapphire Avenue Exchange. So here you will see, at some point you will see a bell somewhere. What the fuck? Where the fuck is it? I think it's like, no, it's like here. You can press M and search for the summoning bell icon. You can go whatever. It's fine. They're all the same. So you click Summoning Bell, and you will have your retainers. If you don't have any, you can talk with the retainer Vocate, and you can get 2 for free. And if you want a third or a fourth one, you need to pay. You need to go to the Mog station and pay a monthly fee. It's like €1, €1 or €2 per month to get extra retainers. Like 1 is €1, 2 is €2, etc. You can have up to 8 more, so 10 in total. 2 free and 8 paid. But 8 is gonna cost you a lot. So basically, you get a retainer. You can choose the class, you can choose the appearance, and when you and the name. And after you did it, they will appear here. You click one, and they will come to you. You can talk to them and choose what do you want them to do. You can assign them to a mission, depending on what class they are. If they are a gatherer or a crafter, you can do like a crafter or a gatherer mission. In this case, we can send her to a quick exploration because I think she's a rogue or something. Yeah, she's a rogue. In another case, it will not be a fight, but it will be like a gatherer expedition, and they will come back after like 18 hours, I think, and they will bring you back random materials based on what level they are. So let's say my retainer is level 60. It's gonna bring back level 60 materials. You can also change their gear. Of course, if they're like high level but low gear, they're not gonna succeed. And you can also entrust or withdraw gills from your inventory and vice versa, or do the same with items. And this is where the inventory comes. You have 175 extra slots per retainer. So whatever you need to store, you will have a lot of space by just having 2 retainers. So it's like a lot of space. You can store a lot of things. Don't mind my scuffed inventory management. I never had the time or the patience to sort it out. So this is like all you can do to get some more inventory slots. You can also you also have the where is it? It was on the other side. The storage that you can use from your guild. And you also have an actual storage. You can just click this one. Look at all those bots hiding inside. This is like the FC company chest. If you have the permission, so let's say it's your FC, you can move them and use them. Use it as extra inventory. Let's say. You can also go. Let's actually go there. You can also go to your Grand Company. At some point, I think at level 30 or around that, you will be required Aetherite Plaza. You will be asked which Grand Company you want to choose. It's like a faction for PvP, but you can also have some extra activities for PvE. You will be able to collect some Grand Company seals. This one. In this case, I'm Flame, Immortal Flame faction. So I will be getting flame seals that you can exchange by talking to the quartermaster. Depending on what rank you are, you will be able to buy more and more cool shit. So this, if you like Flame Private 3rd class, you will only able to buy 2 things, and the more you rank up, the cooler shit you can buy. And we will be talking about this in another video. Otherwise, it's too long. So whenever you unlock the barracks, you can go inside and manage your squadron or access the glamour plate and the armoire. You can store stuff in the armoire. So this is like actually for gear piece. You can actually store items here. You can store, for example, you can store an apple, for example, but you can store a spear, or a bow, or a pair of boots. You can use that one to get a bit more space for your inventory. What else? It's here. It's the Moogle Mail. Okay, the Moogle Mail. If you press M, you will see Delivery Moogle here. It's an envelope icon. You can click. You can go there. Let's go there. And that's basically where you will receive stuff from the game, or from a friend, or from the Mog session if you buy something. We can go here, talk with the Moogle, and it's gonna deliver us stuff. If you buy something out of in the Mog station, for example, you buy a mount and stuff, you can click here. This is like actual service mail. This is like player mail. So you click this one and you will have the item. So in this case, 5 gold chocobo feathers. There will be a box here with the item inside. You click take all and you will get it. Remember to delete some of them, otherwise the new one will not arrive. And if you have some sort of delay and you want the mail to be delivered instantly or as fast as possible, you can click this one, reward purchase delivery request, and the game is gonna do its best to get your email as soon as possible. So if you bought something and it's not coming, just be patient. It will arrive, and you will get the mail, even though sometimes it's gonna take a while. Like I think this one, The Promise of Innocence, I ordered it, and it took like 20 minutes before the actual delivery. It was probably before the server was like congested or something. It was lagging and stuff, so it took some time, but it will arrive. You didn't do anything wrong. Just be patient. It's not instant. That's the problem. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. So what else we can do? Duty Finder, we talked about this already. Beast tribes and housing. So in this game you can have your personal house. You will need to teleport, or actually go. You will have a quest basically that will show you how to access the residential district. Or if you did it and you lost it and you don't remember how to go there, you can go back to the Aetherite or of a zone, like one of the three main cities. And you can do residential district Ethernet. You click it and you go to specific ward, click whatever the fuck you want, click a plot, click a ward and click select. Yes. So now we're going to the goblet. We have the goblet, the mist, and another one that I forgot the name. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is the goblet, and inside you will see all the plots available. They are not available, but those are the actual houses the player can purchase. You will need to go there and wait until it's available. You will need some huge amount of gills to be able to purchase one. So this is the medium one. Medium one is like 10 million ish. Small one is like 3 millions, and biggest one, this one is still medium, I think. The big one is like 30 million and something. So you will need to wait a bit if you really want your personal house. You need to wait for some plots to actually be available to purchase. You cannot just go there because most of them are taken. This one is the big house. This one is this plot here that you see here is 30 million. And this is not just the normal place. This will be completely empty. There is not going to be anything else. You will only have the house there, but you will not have anything that you can see here. Those are furniture that you can craft, gather, or buy from the marketplace or from beast tribes and stuff. So you can place the striking dummy to test your skills. You will have stuff from beast tribes and crafted furniture. If you can choose to open to the public, so someone like random people can come inside. So this house can be either yours, or you can also buy a plot with the house and choose to make it like the free company house. So it's not yours, but it's for everyone. Everyone in your guild will have the house here. So this is you will be able to teleport to it by clicking the teleport, and here on all you will get the residential areas teleport. We are in the mist, so if I click mist, we will be teleported in at the front basically of your FC house. So what you can do before you can afford your personal house, you can have both, by the way. You can have both. You can have your house and you can have the FC house. So don't worry about it. It's not gonna replace your actual house. It's gonna be double. You can also do and go here. Every single plot residential district will have the apartment building entrance where you can go here and buy a single room. It's 300,000 gills. So you go there and you get your own room that you can decorate however you want. And you can also go there, or if you don't, if you have a guild, you can go inside the FC house, and there will be like private chamber. You click that, and you will have a personal room inside your FC house. What else is there to talk about? Let's talk about some beast tribes. So in the games, if you press C, you will see the reputation here. It will be completely empty. So what you need to do is to open up the wiki, type beast tribes, and you will have a list of beast tribes. So beast tribes are of course extra content. You can do a daily quest for your favorite one. You will have 12 possible quests that you can do per day for the beast tribe. So since you can only do 3 per beast tribe, you will be able to do 4 dailies. So you will be able to do 3 for Amalia, like let's say for example, 3 for the sylphs, 3 for the kobolds, and 3 for the sahagins. And you will not be able to do 3 for exile because you only have 12 per day, and they're gonna reset to 12 to the next day. So you can do only 4 beast tribes per day, basically. So you will need to choose and prioritize which one you want the most. So beast tribes are cool because you can go to them, help them out. The area in which they are located will change based on your help, and by going up into the reputation. So let's say if I wanna go visit the Namazu, which is maxed out, and we go to Dorolo, we will be teleported. We will be teleporting to that place, and I will show you how to do it. So you go there and you will see. So some of them are locked behind a long list of side quests that you can of course find in that wiki page. The wiki is going to show you everything. It's going to show you which one is located where, what do they give you, and also how to unlock them. So the beast tribes is based on reputation. The higher your reputation, the higher the amount of item you can buy in the vendor. So since the Namazu is maxed out, by talking to Gyosho, we will be able to exchange the Koban and purchase rare items that you can only buy from them. So in this case, every single beast tribe will give you a minion related to the beast tribe and 1 or more mount. So in this case, you will only get 1 mount and 1 minion. Sometimes you can also get some cool shit like the old dance, like extra emotes and useful things. In this case, we can have the minion and the mount. Once you get the wiki will show you what reputation you need to buy stuff. So once you get to the specific reputation, you will be able to buy it because the NPC will update. So an extra tip: whenever you're playing a beast tribe quest, and by doing the three dailies, you get like the max of your current reputation. You will be able to advance the reputation by doing a special blue quest. And by doing the special blue quest, the daily cap will also reset, even though 1 real-time day is not passed. So you can actually do 6 quests for one beast tribe if you hit the max on the same day. So in this case, we can click this one. Some beast tribes are require you to be a gatherer or a crafter, and some beast tribe will require you to be a fighter. So we can't do the Namazu quest line with the ninja. We need to go back and switch to botanist, and at that point we will be able to do it. So whenever you accept a beast tribe quest, it will always reward you with 60 reputation. So you can do 3 per day, so it's gonna be 180 reputation per day, and it's not gonna change the higher reputation you get. So it's gonna take more and more time to cap it to the max. So let's say 1 month, basically, from 0 to max, from base to max reputation. You will need 1 month, basically, like 30 days ish, more or less, assuming you don't skip any day. So pick your favorite one and do your 4 beast tribes, or 3 or 2, based on how many dailies can you do, because sometimes you get 6 to 1, so you will not be able to do the third the 4th one, because you don't have 12. You only have 12, that you don't have leftovers anymore. So this is basically, I think it's like everything. I'm gonna say this is part 1. Yeah, it is part 1. I'm gonna make another video where I will be talking about the thing that I didn't do, that I didn't talk about on this one. So I think that's it for this video. See you guys and on Twitch or on YouTube on the next one. See you guys. Bye.